Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jabril Cox. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Herbert off of play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. With seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, 47. Kill. We'll go 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he's able to get it out of there. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joseph Osai. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss left on Herbert, his 3rd interception. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And again, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Draw play, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dyer. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dyer. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside give to Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense, throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, Elliott once more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. The middle they go. Dyer. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.